in the city, near the city of Grosseto at Alberese. And this is a beautiful villa of the Lorena, a villa that was it's a villa built in the 1400, probably on the basement of an ancient construction of the 10th century. All around is part of the park of Uccellina, which is a regional protected area where everything is grown, is done, is raised, is organic. It's experimental, it's the best you can find in Tuscany, and maybe we Tuscans say in Italy. I'm here with Mr. Zampieri, who is the chief buttero. Buttero is the name for, let's say, cowboy in Toscana. And I'm asking him some information about this beautiful place.
Ci troviamo all'interno del territorio dell'azienda regionale agricola di Alberese, che è un'azienda di circa 4.000 ettari.
So it's about 8,000 acres. It is a regional park protected. Here is where they are grown both the horses and the steers of the Maremmana race. They are typical, and they are from here, and they are from here from at least 2,000 or 3,000 years. So therefore, I would say they have never been contaminated or changed in any way by sciences.
Appunto per un allevamento di circa 500 bovini.
About 500 cows, let's say, between cows, steers and beef.
E 120 cavalli.
And 120 horses. Everything is organic, so they eat only what nature offers them, and the production of whatever is made in this firm is organic. For wheat, for oil. I have in my hands, how do you call this? Come lo chiami, Stefano? Un uncino, just because it's like a hook. But this is not a gun or anything like that. These cowboys of Tuscany, this is a tool. They use this not to do something from the horse, to get something, to pick up something. This is one of their tools. The other one that I can see, you cannot, but I can. Instead of the gun, they have a beautiful cellular phone, which is very handy because here there is no way to connect without the telephone. And they had an old saddle of the army, because the army was using most of the horses of the chivalry were from Maremma. So they have seen that long ago, and they have adopted the same saddle of the army. How many hours a day you spend on a horse? Quante ore al giorno stai a cavallo?
5 ore circa.
5 hours. And you always have to take care of the cows, of the horses. You go around this area. Yes. So to control, to take care of them, bring them back, take care of everything is concerned. They know them, one each by name, what they're doing, their cuffs, their whatever. They know everything. In the saddle warehouse of the estate, we see all the saddles of the Butteri. There we'll show you some of the older saddles. And here they are the vestiments, I would say, of the Butteri during the winter when it rains, because sunny or rainy, they must take care and do their job. I understand that these are made by Mr. Zampieri's mother. È la sua mamma che fa questi. So they are really made expressly. They are things that you cannot find, but better than me, Mr. Zampieri can explain. Mi spiega come funzionano e di che cosa sono fatte.
Queste sono fatte, praticamente vengono fatti su misura del cavaliere.
Sì.
Mia madre prende le misure.
Sì, they are tailor-made.
Perché devono essere molto ampi.
Sì, they have to be very wide.
Perché devono coprire anche la sella.
Yes, to cover the saddle as well.
E sono in tela di lino.
So it's a linen cloth.
Oleata all'esterno.
Yes, with linen oil.
Yes.
And it becomes slowly like a piece of old leather, just because there are the layers and layers of this linen oil. These are the cosciali, right? Those are to cover. Here they are made with goat. This is goat fur. Now we have these old-fashioned saddles. This is the very old one, which is somehow similar to the one of the Cowboys. And Mr. Zampieri was explaining to me that it had a reason, probably the same that the one of the Cowboys used to have. In the time, the areas covered by these Cowboys were huge, and they could not come back with the bulls from one day to the other. They had to take care right there and then. So they had this not very comfortable or uncomfortable kind of saddle, which had a reason because they had to tie the steers to these things in order to push them, to take them. Now there is no such reason because the properties are much smaller. 8,000 acres, 5,000 acres, which, as he says, they are a handkerchief compared to what they were in the time. This is another kind of saddle that is used to domate the horses in the time, a big one which is now completely obsolete. This is not for a cowboy, this is for a carriage. This is what it is still used now to domate horses. Now that this goes under the belly, these are the stirrups, but this is still used to domate the horses.